I know they're all out there. I know that everybody's on them. And I just want to open freely talk about it. Um, what y'all's thoughts on it? What y'all's not thoughts? Y'all can comment on this once this is over. Dating websites. What's the deal with them? They charge you all this money to let you do all this stuff, but if you don't take the money, don't put the money on the account and pay for it, then it's like you can't do anything except for look at people. How many of y'all have been on like 4 or 5 dating sites? Because it seems the same to me. It seems all the same to me. It doesn't seem to get any easier. You know, I wish there was just this one website that was completely free, where you didn't have to pay anything, you didn't have to do anything. You could just sign up for it and, do everything that they offer, you know. And on that note, why are they so expensive? It's not like you're going to be on it for the rest of your life. It's like, whoever came up with this idea, who literally ever came up with this idea that, like, you know, that you had to pay all this money just to meet somebody, Because I know a lot of us don't live in areas where, we can go out to the bars very easily, or some of us don't drive, or, it depends. But it's like, what's the deal with it? It's like, and then it seems like half the time they get like what you want and what you don't want in a person wrong. Or, it always seems like there's not enough people around, you know? And I'm just wondering, don't you ever just wish that somebody could make one where it was like all free and it was just exactly tailored to you, you know? And what's the deal with so many companies making so many dating apps? It's like it seems like there's 1,000, and you have to go and weed through what's good, what's not good, what do you like about it, what don't you like about it? And then half of them now you have to download onto your phone. So then if you don't click off on the like preference, so certain preferences, then constantly throughout the day you're getting these pop-ups about people when you're not even thinking about it. And it's like, what's the deal with it? It's like it makes dating so hard when it doesn't have to be. And I do understand that there are some people out there that don't, have the ability to get out and go to the bars like most people, or aren't in college. But it's like, even now they've just come out with Facebook dating. And it's like, what in the world? You shouldn't have to, like, you should be able, at least on that one, to be able to like message people. Facebook dating won't even let you message them. And it's like, you can like the person, but what, do they have to like you back in order to get any conversation? And for it being free, that's, at least for me, that's a real big thing, myself. At least that's a real big thing, you know. And so, I just, I don't understand it. It's like I just want one dating app that's completely free, that lets you message, that lets you do everything. And I know that not all of us feel this way about the dating apps and dating and stuff, but it seems to just make it so much harder, you know? I wish that like somebody would just, put something out there that was easy. Even a beginning dating app would be nice, because some of us live in rural places where, maybe we can't get out, and messaging somebody, would be great. I'm just surprised that somebody's not figured that out by now, how to do that and how to like, do all that stuff with all like the technology and stuff we have, you know? And it just seems like and they seem to be so complicated. Like you have to go in and do all this stuff. And I wish there was one that would just talk to you, just straight up talk to you, because then, and I've seen it on a lot of the days, like a lot of people have trouble with like the bios. And it's like, why do we even put bios on there? Why not just message the person if you want to know about them? Get to know them face to face. Really, seriously. You know, I mean, I don't know if I'm making any sense here, but that's just how I feel about it. I think, and it'd be nice if, like I said, again, for free.